Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. We are finishing up our series on the 15 biggest mistakes people make when considering annuities or buying annuities. And we've done 1 through 5 and 5 through 10 now. We're going to do 11 through 15. I'm very excited about that because this is a learning experience for you and the industry. I mean, this was requested for me to do by an industry icon who remains nameless. He wanted me to go through this in detail so that people would kind of, be aware of what's happening out there and not make these mistakes. So let's get to it after this music. All right, the 11th biggest mistake I see people make when buying annuities is not making the decision on your terms and on your time frame. This is a big one. I mean, when people start looking at annuities, and if you go to multiple sites, hopefully you choose us. Obviously, we want you as a client. And we pride ourselves in saying that our site, theannuityman.com, is where annuities are bought, not sold. Yes, we do sell them, but we don't high pressure people. Okay, we want you to make your decision on your terms and on your time frame. Why is that important? Annuities are contracts, okay? So there's no urgency from the standpoint of missing out or FO, what does my daughters call it? FOMO, fear of missing out. There's no fear of missing out with annuities. Do your research. Shop all carriers. Use our calculators. Get my books. Watch the videos. Listen to my Fun with Annuities podcast that comes out every Tuesday. We have a list on my site of the replays. Do your education. Get that foundational education in place. Get the quotes. Schedule time with me to talk about it. Get a specimen policy. If you want to see a specimen policy and what the verbiage would actually look like in a policy, we'll send you that. And anybody that doesn't agree to send you that without hesitation, it shouldn't be your advisor, shouldn't be your agent, shouldn't be anybody in your financial advice world. So you have to make your decision on your terms and your time frame. You might have a date where you need to implement an annuity strategy in your mind. You think, hey, we need lifetime income to start here, or I'm retiring, I want to transfer things to protect the principal here, etc. But that's your time frame. That's not me. That's not me saying, hey, I need you to make a decision by next week, or I'm never going to do that. No one else should do that as well. It should be on your terms and on your time frame with you fully understanding the strategy for both the benefits, the limitations, the good and the bad, so you understand what you are buying. Got it? Good. Okay, the 12th biggest mistake I see people making with annuity purchase and evaluation is trying to buy a product that's one size fits all. So they need income and they need long-term care and they need this and that, and they want to buy it in one product, just one product that does everything. Now, if you ask enough agents and advisors if that exists, there's going to be a lot of them tell you that it does exist. It does not exist, okay? When you're trying to solve contractually for a specific goal, then you need to solve for that goal. Let me give you an example. I have an acronym called PILS. P stands for Principal Protection, I stands for Income for Life, L stands for Legacy, and the other L stands for Long-Term Care. There's not a product that solves for all four of those at one time. If you said, Stan, I want to solve for principal protection. Okay, great. We're going to go look at those products and we're going to solve for principal protection. Or if you say, and we're really looking for income for life, whether it's immediate or down the road. Great. We're not going to look, but just at that. We're going to quote all carriers just for those specific quote parameters that you give me. Hey, I want income to start now, or 3 years or 5 years. I want a joint life, whatever. We're going to quote all carriers for that. Or legacy. Hey, Stan, I really don't need the money. I just want to leave the money. I've already got life insurance, or I don't qualify for life insurance. I want a legacy benefit to leave money to my heirs that passes outside of probate. Great. Then let's go look for the best legacy riders attached to a policy we can find. And finally, long-term care. If you need long-term care, then let's talk to someone who does long-term care. I use Jack Lindenberg, ltcpartner.com. Tell him I told you to call. He's the #1 expert in long-term care, and I've done podcasts with him on my Fun with Annuities podcast. You can go listen to the replays at my site at theannuityman.com. Just drop the podcast listing down. But long-term care really isn't solved in the annuity world from the standpoint of it being guaranteed issue and all that stuff. You need to talk to a long-term care expert. Why? Because long-term care is a health insurance product. Annuities are life insurance products. Now, there are some confinement care enhanced benefit products that are guaranteed issue if you cannot qualify for long-term care, but that should be a last resort. So principal protection, income for life, legacy, long-term care, confinement care, Solve for each one separately. There is no one size fits all. The 13th biggest mistake I see people making with annuities is they're taking these income rider doublers and using that for long-term care, or cashing in their long-term care and replacing it with these guaranteed issue index annuity income riders doublers. That's crazy. That's insane. The person that, if they're recommending that, should lose their license immediately, because it makes no sense. Long-term care is a health insurance product. We can refer you to Jack Lindenberg at ltcpartner.com. He's the best in the country with long-term care, and he can tell you if you qualify, and if you do qualify, what 3 types of long-term care products fit your specific need, if you want to control the asset, etc. But under no circumstance should you cash in a long-term care policy you currently have and replace it with an income doubler or enhanced benefit rider. Those are, in essence, if you get sicker, you get your money back quicker. That's the way I say it in a Southern phrase. But they're guaranteed issue products, but they are not for long-term care replacement. It's there as supplemental coverage in a perfect world. And if you can't qualify with Jack with traditional long-term care, then it's your only choice that you have, are these income riders that do enhanced benefit and doublers. But they are not long-term care. That's a huge mistake that I'm seeing out there, that, well, you can get this upfront bonus and you get this long-term care. No, upfront bonus is candy for the stupid, and income riders are not long-term care. Long-term care coverage is standalone coverage. If you have it, keep it. If you want to look into it, then talk to my friend Jack. We'll point you to that. I've done podcasts with him on my podcast, Funded with Annuities, and there's replays of those podcasts at my site, theannuityman.com. All right, the 14th biggest mistake I see people making with annuities is basing their decision to buy lifetime income on current interest rates. That is a huge mistake. You're missing the point. I get these calls all the time. Well, I'm going to wait until interest rates rise, Stan the Annuity Man, which they're obviously going to do, and before I make my lifetime income purchase with annuities. Dumb, and dumber, okay? Lifetime income, I don't care what product you're talking about. Immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, income riders attached to deferred annuities. All of those are lifetime income guarantees. All of those are priced primarily on your life expectancy at the time you take the payment, mortality credits. That's the primary pricing mechanism. Interest rates play a secondary role. Interest rates, because they play a secondary role, would have to significantly move from here at the time of this taping, or whenever you're watching this, to move the pricing needle. It's all about life expectancy. The older you are, the higher the payment. Sound familiar? Social Security, it's higher at age 70 than 65. Why? Life expectancy and mortality credits. That's it. It all comes down to that. So the 14th biggest mistake I see with annuities, and this is a big one, and it happens every single day, and I have to take deep breaths when people bring it up, is people want to purchase the lifetime income guarantee and base their decision on interest rates. Missing the point there, Chester. It's not about interest rates. It's about life expectancy. Okay, we're to the final one, number 15, the 15th biggest mistake that I see people make when it comes to annuities. And this is actually the biggest one that drives me crazy, is when people say annuities as one product, or I hate all annuities as one product. It's like saying I hate all trucks, I hate all restaurants, I hate all shoes, I hate all desserts. No, you can't hate all annuities, because you, as an American citizen out there with a Social Security number, already owns the best inflation annuity on the planet, and it's called Social Security. And if you don't believe that, in 2022, you're going to get a 5.9% increase. 70 million households are going to get a 5.9% increase on their Social Security payments. That's a pretty good annuity. So you can't say you hate all annuities. I know there's people out there and there's advisors out there running these ads, I hate all annuities. That's insanity. That's hypocrisy, because I guarantee you they're taking their Social Security payments. I guarantee you the people that are saying I hate all annuities are advising their clients, if they're agents and advisors, to take their Social Security payments, which are annuities. I guarantee you that people with pensions are taking the pension payments because those are annuities as well. So you can't hate all annuities. Give another example. You can't say I hate all annuities and buy CDs. Why? Because the annuity industry has their own version of a CD. It's called a multi-year guarantee annuity. So one of the biggest mistakes I see, in number 15 on this list, is people thinking that the word annuity is all-encompassing. Now, the way that I prove that to people, that it's not all-encompassing, you go to my site at theannuityman.com, top right-hand corner, you can click Get the Books, and I'll send you the books I've written for free on all major types of annuities. And they're all different. They all have different benefit propositions, good, bad, limitations, etc. But there's different types of annuities. You can't just say, I hate all annuities. I don't want to ever buy an annuity. That's crazy. It all comes down to what you're trying to solve for. So I hope that you've enjoyed this 15 biggest mistakes people make when buying annuities. I hope you will not make that mistake. And one more mistake that I don't want you to make, I don't want you to make the mistake of not going to my site at theannuityman.com and scheduling a call with me one-on-one. Book it with Stan. You give me for 30 minutes uninterrupted. Man, that is a bargain, no charge for that. I'd be happy to talk with you and listen to you and put together a customized plan for you if that is going to achieve your goals. Hey, thanks for joining me. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.